Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 18 Gator. And go.
This is Spiller. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, Alpha, watch the ship. And go.
Off play action. Fields. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Fields. And able to find Kirk complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Spiller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they get in goal.
22-check bomber, 22-check bomber. Out. Check 4. 66. Bullet high.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Let's go. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run with Spiller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He completes it to Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Check. Check out. Whip. Watch the whip. Check nickel.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on tell their people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Let's go. I'm here all day. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this one to Boyd. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Right. Mike's 56. All right, T, let's go. 25.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score, Bengals 7, Cardinals nothing.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Check 26. Check 26. Shit. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Check. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Get wide. A little flare. Tight dog. Check 3. Go. Check.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go now.
throwing on first down. Fields. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Fields. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Off the play fake, Fields. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. Finding Knox there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on to PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Spiller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down now, Nixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
56 to Mike.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash, check, check.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Ready, ready. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Switch, switch. Sponge, sponge, sponge. There we go.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Come on, set. 56. Here we go, D. All day defense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point put through by Bond.